Every year, the Consumer Electronics Show, CES, gives us this little peek into the future. But this year, man, it felt different. It felt closer. So today, we are going to dive into what CES 2026 showed us about the world we're all going to be living in, like, really soon.
So just take a second and actually think about that. What's your daily routine going to look like? Your home, your entertainment. What will it feel like? It's a question we all have, and let me tell you, CES just dropped some absolutely mind-blowing answers on us.
The biggest thing I took away from the show floor was this. That line between science fiction and our actual reality, it is shrinking faster than ever. We're not talking about some far-off dream anymore. We're talking about real, tangible tech that's about to change, well, everything. And it's all starting in the one place we spend most of our time, our homes. Okay, so for years, we've had smart devices, right? Things we could tell what to do. But the next big thing, the next evolution, is a home that doesn't just listen, it actually anticipates what you need and helps you out. It's becoming less of a tool and more of an active partner in our lives.
We've all seen this little drama play out, right? The robot vacuum gets to the edge of the stairs and just stops, totally defeated. It's been the final, most annoying problem for home robotics. Well, not anymore. The Roborock Saros rover uses these wild extendable legs to literally climb and clean each step. The last frontier of automated floor cleaning has just been conquered. Seriously.
But this stuff goes way, way beyond just cleaning. Check this out. This is the LG Chloe Eid. It's a humanoid robot that takes on the chores we all absolutely hate. With its fully articulated arms, it can fold your laundry, it can stack towels perfectly, and it can even go to the fridge and grab you a drink. I mean, come on. That's not just a gadget anymore. That's basically a robotic butler. And all this smart tech is trickling down into simpler devices too. The Anker Eufy S2 is a great vacuum and mop, sure, but its killer feature is a built-in aromatherapy dispenser. So it doesn't just clean up after your pets, it actually covers up the smell with a nice scent. It's such a small touch, but it makes a huge difference. All right, let's talk about screens. Because the physical borders, the limitations we've always had with our displays, they are literally just dissolving. And that's creating experiences that are way more flexible and immersive than anything we've ever had before. If you've ever held a foldable phone, you know exactly what I'm talking about. That little crease right down the middle of the screen. Well, Samsung Displays showed off this prototype called the Mont Flex, and guess what? The crease is completely gone. It's the perfect example of how one tiny, little refinement can make the whole experience so much better. Now picture a gaming laptop. You're probably thinking of a standard 16-inch screen, and you'd be right. That's how the new Lenovo Legion Pro Rollable starts out. But that is just the beginning. Because with just the push of a button, the screen mechanically unrolls sideways, expanding into this massive 24-inch ultra-wide display. It gives you this incredible panoramic view for your games, and then poof, it retracts so you can carry it around. It's the best of both worlds all in one device. It's insane. And what about the biggest screen in your house, your TV? The LG Wallpaper OLED is just 9 millimeters thick, so it sits completely flush against your wall, like a painting. But the magic is how it gets its signal and its power. There's a separate box, the Zero Connect box, that wirelessly transmits everything to the screen. And the result? No more ugly cables, finally. We're not just changing the shape of our screens, we're also expanding what they can do. The Hisense 1160 US does something pretty incredible. It adds a new cyan subpixel to the usual red, green, and blue. So what does that mean? It means it can produce 110% of the standard color spectrum. You're going to see colors that are more vibrant and more true to life than anything you've ever seen on a screen before. Now, as cool as all these gadgets are, the biggest revolution is actually happening where you can't even see it. It's in the powerful systems running in the background, the digital brains that are making everything smarter, faster, and just plain better. So you're going to start hearing this term AI PC thrown around a lot. What does it actually mean? Well, basically, thanks to new chips like Intel's Panther Lake series, laptops can now handle super demanding stuff, like high-end gaming, without needing a big, bulky, expensive graphics card that just drains your battery. And to put that power into perspective, these new chips can run a crazy intense game like Battlefield 6 at a staggering 190 frames per second. That's professional-grade performance coming from an integrated chip. It's just a massive leap forward. And the same idea of centralized power is coming to our cars. Ford announced that they're working on a single computer module. They're calling it an electrical brain that's going to act as the car's entire central nervous system. This is the key that's going to unlock true level 3 eyes-off autonomous driving. And they're aiming to get it here by 2028. And we're going to see the first wave of this stuff really soon. Uber, working with Lucid and Nuro, showed off its new robotaxi. And the most clever feature is this halo light on the roof. It helps you easily spot your car in a crowd of other cars. You can expect to start seeing these on the road in late 2026. So when you put it all together, the helpful homes, the limitless screens, the invisible intelligence, what do you get? You get a world where the everyday objects all around us are getting a fundamental upgrade. They're becoming more interactive, more personal, more alive. Take the good old Lego brick. For the first time in over 60 years, it's getting a major tech update. The new Lego smart bricks have tiny little sensors, speakers, and LEDs inside them. So just imagine building a Star Wars ship where the engines actually light up and make noise as you're flying it around. It literally brings your creations to life. All right, here's a fun one. 400 plus. What on earth could this number be referring to? Any guesses? It's nail polish colors. Yeah, this quirky little device called iPolish uses special press-on nails and an app to let you digitally change your nail color to over 400 different options whenever you want. It's such a perfect example of how digital customization is reaching into every little corner of our lives. And of course, the tech we carry with us every day keeps evolving. We saw Motorola's first book-style foldable phone with a huge 8.1-inch screen. We saw smart glasses from Xreal that are finally light and comfortable enough to wear all day, and headphones like the AeroFit 2 Pro that can literally transform from an open-ear design so you can hear what's around you to a snug, noise-canceling fit when you need to focus. So CES 2026 really painted a super clear picture of our future. It's more automated, it's more integrated, and it's a whole lot more intelligent. And all of that leaves us with one final and I think pretty crucial question. As all the technology in our lives gets exponentially smarter, how do we make sure that we do too? It's definitely something to think about. Thanks for joining us.